Now, I will tell you this, they are fabulous lessons learned inside the white lines of a football field, applied to living a dream and playing in the NFL. But they also resonate in life in general. On February 14th, 2003, I'd waited all day for my doctor to call and the phone rang. I picked the phone up, said hello, and my doctor confirmed I had a 3-pound tumor in my lower back. It was malignant and cancer. I was going to have to go through 6 months, in his words, brutal chemotherapy. I was going to be sick and tired. I was going to go bald within 17 days after my first treatment. And the last thing he said to me was, Merril, I can't guarantee it. Of all those things that he said, as devastating as they all were, the thing that bothered me the most, I can't guarantee it will work. I'd never heard that. I play in a world where you're constantly hurt. There's constantly a problem, but there's always a way to fix it. Whether it's medication or it's surgery, rehab, something. I've never heard that. Now, I was paralyzed. It was as dark a moment, and I still don't have I can't articulate those emotions other than it was the darkest moment of my life. And 2 things consumed me after I hung up the phone: chemotherapy and dying. And it's all I could think about. Now, the one thing that I love more than playing in the National Football League or my current job at ESPN, and I don't care what I do from here on out, the thing that I have loved most in my life is being a dad. I have had more joy, more excitement, and that has meant more to me than anything I've done prior or previous. The words "find a way" I told you at the very beginning have helped me to live a dream and fight to live. They've helped me in many other things. They have been a parenting tool for me. Plus, they have been part of helping me try to be the best parent I can be by finding ways to do things, maybe break chains and do some things a little differently. Now, like I said in the video, I have used that as a parenting tool. And what has been really good for me is I've told my kids to find a way. I've let them be part of the solution, part of the planning. Now, I guide them and we work with them, but it's been very helpful. It's got them thinking about things. It's got them to be proactive. And I use one other parenting tool. I judge my kids in the yardsticks of their years, not mine. Now, I have thousands of stories I could share with you, but I'm going to tell you one that puts it in perspective. My son was 5 years old. He wanted to go to Dick's and get these new Nike socks. So we go to Dick's, and we get the socks, and they were $6.99. I was like, $6.99 for socks? Jeez. So we drive home. He's out. He gets his socks on. I was walking through the kitchen. I looked out the window, and he's running around in his socks that I just bought him. Now, judging my kids in the yardsticks of their years, not mine, has given me 2 things: patience and perspective. Now, as I hit the doorknob and about to yell for Bo, my son, patience and perspective consumed me. As I open up the door, I was like, "Hey, Bo, come here." Bo comes running over. I go, "What are you doing? Why do you have your shoes off? And why are you running around in your socks?" He's like, "Oh, well, Dad, I'm faster." I didn't think of that. I'm thinking stains, holes, $6.99. Patience and perspective comes over me. I said, "Okay, listen, do you really want to be faster? Is that what you're trying to do here?" I go, take those socks off." Takes his socks off, sure enough, pulled them around. Grass stains. I'm already there. I said, "You see how these grass stains, how you're sliding here, son? So you're not getting faster. And I know you took your shoes off and you're thinking the weight is making you faster, but now that you're sliding, you're not any faster. If you really want to be faster, when you take your shoes off, take your socks with it." He's like, "Really, Dad?" I said, "Absolutely. You'll be much faster." He goes, "Hey, thanks." Off he went. Never again did I see Bo run around in his socks. He was always barefooted. Would he have given a rat's rump about stains, holes, and $6.99 at 5 years old? No. But at 35, you do. But I have lived by those 2 things with my kids, still today. Now, the thing that brings them together, the one thing's most invaluable, actually there's 2. Communication, the ability to talk and to listen. Well, with what had just been told to me, I did not want my kids shocked coming home from school one day and there I am sick and tired and bald. I need to let them know that there's going to be some changes that were going to be taking place here shortly. And I wanted to kind of get them up to speed before it happened. So as I gathered my daughter Corey and my son Bo at the time, I told them what the doctor had just told to me so to kind of prepare them for the changes. After I got done with that, I went right back into my two thought processes, chemotherapy and dying. I didn't even realize that my daughter had worked her way across the room. She crawled herself up my lap. Remember, she puts her arms around my neck. She said, "Hey, Dad." I remember looking up to her. She goes, "And find a way." Not in a million years did I think I could be inspired by a 9-year-old to that degree. Because I will tell you this, the second she challenged me to do that, dying was not an option. Being sick and tired and laying on a couch feeling sorry for myself was not an option. Going bald, now that was still going to be an option. That was going to happen.